Episode 14 of Beneath the Kotatsu with your host James and On.
Hello, everybody.
Oh man, this season is upon us. We're about 3 to 4 episodes in for pretty much everything, with the odd straggler at starting at one episode. I feel like last season with Horimiya prepped me for this one. Uh, Last season I was all about the Sekai. Now I'm all about the slice of life and rom-com. What have you been feeling from all these
Um,
shows?
so for the 2021 spring anime, this has to be the best season ever for Slice of Life. It just felt like
It
it
was
felt like
due. It was due.
it is amazing. Have you isn't it crazy that this season almost feels like
An
the end
era?
of Isekai?
Not really. It's still there. We still
It's
have
still
Isekai. It's
it's
still coming
still
strong.
there. It's still there, but it's not prominent. It's not
I mean, because
prominent.
we everything we were bombarded with like in the Isekai for like an entire year in one season or 2 seasons. So there's like
I,
a backlog of it, like a backlog of shitty Isekai. But
maybe.
I still watch it. I'm still gonna watch the second seasons if they ever come. But they were pretty bad nonetheless.
All right, so let's actually go into like the reviews of the animes because we have a lot and we have limited time. So the first anime I really want to talk about is 86. Did you enjoy that anime?
You know what? I accidentally watched episode 3 before episode 1 because I waited
How
till last week and I didn't even notice a difference with the show after I watched 3 to 1. I haven't even watched episode 2 yet. It's pretty much the same throughout. I
so are you
like it.
setting
It's
up
okay. It's like
you're
for
setting
me,
up your own Suzumiya like like section of
Haruhi Suzumiya watching schedule. I'm gonna have to wait till like episode 4 to come out, watch that, then go back to 2. See if I
uh
notice a difference.
so did you know the anime had a prequel?
Did it?
I think it was maybe 13, well, maybe more years now. It was like maybe 14 years ago where they had the main character was in a different show where instead of him being like a fighter, he was actually a wrestler and he threw mankind mankind off the
Oh
stone.
my god. You're gonna shitty morph me, bro?
I am. I'm gonna copy pasting.
Yeah, I totally like hook, line, bait, and sinker on
I
that
got
one.
you.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? I don't remember anything looking remotely like this.
Yeah. You know what? I enjoyed the anime. I definitely would recommend 86. And I think one thing I really want to give props to is how well they did the 3D in the anime. Like, um, it's very
Feels like it belongs in the setting, not like a
yeah.
lot of times with the 3D, you'll see it and it just pops out of the scene. It's like, okay, they just pasted that in from wherever.
Like you expect it, and it's actually good. Like it's very detailed, like the
Yeah,
rust and everything on
3D's
the
gotten a lot
machines and
better,
everything.
of
Yeah.
course. They're taking all our 3090s, man. They're using it for mining anime and Bitcoin at the same time.
You know what? I can't wait if they actually have anime NFTs.
Are you gonna buy any NFTs?
That'd be crazy if there like could you imagine if they had like an Evangelion NFT?
Oh, they're releasing a Bape one that I kind of want to buy. It's just a stupid jacket that says "Ape shall not kill ape" on the back or something like that.
It's
It's
just stupid.
yeah, it's a stupid, it's a stonk thing.
Okay, so regarding all the animes this season, which one is your current favorite?
Ugh, guess,
Guess?
yeah,
Oh,
guess.
is it Fumetsu no Anate?
Oh, I want to say it is, but Megalobox
No, but
2.
that's not a new anime though. I'm
Oh
talking
yeah,
about new
yeah, that's
anime.
true. All right, Fumetsu no Anatai. Every week out of work, I get out and prepare myself to be wrecked emotionally by
It's
this
such a
show.
crazy anime, is it? Like I've never
Dude,
seen
that one he's like,
such.
it started with an orb or something like that. I sent an orb to the earth. It's like, oh my god, it's so majestic. Just like, didn't you say it reminded you of that show Raised by Wolves almost?
Yeah, it kind of did. It's so crazy. Um, the thing about it is like that first episode could have been a whole movie. It
That's
felt
what
like
it
I
felt
watched a
like.
movie. it was so crazy. I
It felt like it was a 40-minute anime and it was just 20 minutes. I was like, oh my god, that was amazing. I couldn't sleep that night because it wrecked me how good it was. I was like, I want
I
to watch
know.
that again. And I didn't though, but I let it marinate in me. And, oh man, nothing
Yeah,
like it. That's
I
for me. That's the top, the creme de la creme of the season for me.
this is like 5 thumbs up must watch. You should not go without watching this anime this season because it's so good.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
freaking moving.
James. So I told you there's an anime in this season that hit my top 10 favorite anime of all time. What anime do you think it is?
That is a hard show. I know you really like War on Geminar.
I
You
mean,
really
there's a
like
lot of
Slice of
anime I like,
Lives.
but what
Well,
anime do you think from this season has immediately went to my top 10 favorites?
I think it's gotta be Seijo no Marioku wa Bano Desu, the one about the saint, the two saints that there, and one of them just becomes a lab worker, and she's doing alchemy and stuff like that.
Okay, so the isekai one.
Yeah, the isekai. I would
Uh,
say that, but then like you don't like isekai too much.
I
Maybe
love
the
I love
dragon.
isekai. I love isekai. It's just that I love slice of life isekai as well, and that's also a slice
So
of.
am I right with that guess or no?
That is not right.
What is
So
it? Well, it's not the dragon ones, is it?
it's not the dragon one. So the anime that immediately hit my top 10 favorite is Super Cub.
Super Cub.
Super Cub.
That's the one that I skipped because it's like I
Really?
don't feel like watching no motorcycle stuff.
Okay.
If it's
So
not a
I'm
Bosuzoku, I'm not in.
so I'm gonna lay down how amazing the director like with this anime. Okay, so this anime is basically about a girl that like she's basically going to work or not going to work, going to school, and she lives by herself. She has no family. And then she sees like this one boy riding a cub or a motorcycle to school, and she's like, oh, maybe I can afford one. And she's like super broke.
Yeah.
So she goes to this motorcycle shop, and she's taking a look at these motorcycles, and they're like $1,000 to $5,000, and she's
Was
like,
that in
nope,
her? Yeah,
no,
not in her
yeah,
range. She's a high school worker. No way,
yeah,
no how.
no, too rich for my blood.
Yeah.
So the owner comes out. He's like, are you looking to buy one? She's like, no, it's too expensive for me. He's like, I have one for you. And he goes in the shop and he brings out like this really nice uh it's not like a vintage cub. A super cub is the name of the motorbike.
Yeah.
And she's like, it looks too expensive. The guy's like, it's $100. And she's like, why? And he's like, it's killed a lot of people, like because
What?
it's been in an accident basically,
Okay.
and he got it as the aftermath, and I guess he fixed it up, right?
Yeah.
And it's $100, and she's like, I don't care. She buys it, right?
Right.
And when I'm explaining this anime to you, it sounds pretty generic. Just like, why would I watch this?
Is there like some special powers coming out of the bike with the
Nope.
curse?
This is the most generic slice of life anime. But
Okay.
the thing that makes this special is there's very little dialogue. The way they tell they show you this anime is through like the music, the sound, the colors. Like there's this point in episode 1 where you it will immediately know that this is my favorite part of the anime. I'm not gonna tell you because you haven't watched it yet. I'm not gonna tell you which part it is,
I'm
but
totally
it's
gonna watch it after this. You're
yeah
hyping
because
it up
it's
for me
so
real
minor.
nice.
Yeah, it's so minor that it just I don't know it I felt something about it, and the thing I like about this anime is because um it's because we're currently like leaving like 2020 behind us with the pandemic and everything, and this anime kind of relates to me and probably will relate to a lot of people because the girl is basically she's in that depressed state where she goes home, goes to school, goes home, go to school, just does the same thing every day. But she gets this bike, and it's something new. It's something new that even if it's just a little, she's really really happy to have it. Um, and just watching it, I felt that emotion where you find a new hobby and you're really happy to have that new hobby, even if it's just something minor. I think that's the reason I like the anime so much, and that's probably why it jumped to my top 10 favorite immediately, because it's not flashy and showy. It's just um
It's like the perfect anime for the time.
yeah, it's the production of its time. It's a product of its time. That's the reason why would I wouldn't say not everyone's gonna like this anime,
But for
but
you,
but for me it's really definitely there in my top 10.
I hate
Um
your favorite tuning fork.
yeah, it's
Like it oof, resonated. Chef's kiss.
yeah, it's
Perfect
basically
anime.
like you just find that new hobby. Like let's say you go pick a new hobby and then that hobby
Right.
leads to like new friends, like meeting new friends who also enjoy the same hobbies. And you just find that place where you belong, because that's how this anime feels. It's not like showy or excitement. It's just I belong. That's why I like this anime.
Damn, that sounds mighty tasty. A5 Wagyu anime.
Yeah, I. All right. Well, enough about me raving about this one anime. What other animes did you like this season?
You probably won't like this one, but the EG, man, this is hard to read. EG Renaida Nagatoro-san. I think it's like teasing. Since that's a different one. There's another anime that's where a girl's teasing a middle school or elementary school, or was it called teasing sensei, something like that?
Uh, e, which one? What?
The one with the Gyaru girl that teases this artist.
Oh, Nagatoro-san.
Nagatoro-san, that's the one.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It's like, um,
Is it hitting your weak spot, giving you some traumas of days past, or making you cringe like in the
it's
way
it's
that
not that. It's
Matsumoto did?
just it is very cringy to me. I get that some people might like it, but it's not my wheelhouse of an anime. Um,
Totally my wheelhouse. I'm loving it. Like,
uh, I only saw episode one. Does it get better from episode one?
yeah, definitely. There's like she's teasing him still, of course, but like they're developing the relationship, and she's doing it out of like what when in TV shows when they show the boy picking on the girl he likes, and that's the only
Mm-hmm.
way he knows how to show. That's basically what it is. But this is,
Um,
of course, ecchi and extreme version of that.
like okay, so I love Teasing Master Takagi-san. That was
Yeah,
a great anime. The anime we're talking about has taken it. I feel like it's taken it a bit too far with
it's
the
like the
teasing.
deviant version, right?
Yeah, it's it's like they turned it up to 10 in the teasing,
The
and that's why.
facial expressions, I really enjoy them.
Yeah, no, I like the facial expression in the Takagi-san as well. Like the teasing in that anime, like she's teasing him because she loves him. It's probably the same thing in Nagatoro-san.
It is.
Um,
So far,
but
that's what I get. I never read the manga.
but for Takagi-san, the thing about it is like the teasing, like she never takes it too far. It's always like light-hearted teasing, or just the minor stuff where she knows she can kind of get away with it. But with Nagatoro-san, I feel like she teases him, and then she also takes it maybe a bit too far.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, she's like they're young, right? She doesn't know any better. And I mean,
I mean, Takagi-san was like they were like in
this
maybe
like
like 2 grades below them or
this
something.
character is definitely into the characters that she's teasing it though. He likes it.
I
Like
maybe.
he definitely likes the attention, dude. He's like,
um
oh, this is spring of my youth. Like if I were some fat obasan in a pop apartment complex chilling with my other obasan, so he'd be like, how it is so nice to be young in the spring of youth, or something like that. And then we cover our mouths and stuff like that.
this is something stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid. It got popular on what was it, Reddit or 4chan or something like that. One of those websites.
It does sound like that, like the anime that would
That's
get
how
popular.
Watamote got his start, is
Like,
through people pushing it through the forums and stuff like that.
yeah, I mean that's how I felt like, because this anime just hasn't hit my cup of tea, but I'll keep watching it and just see where it goes. But like because I like Takagi-san, I'll watch Nagatoro-san. But I for me it feels like like if someone asked me if I would recommend this for them to watch, I was like, if maybe if it's too much for you, then watch Takagi because that's more lighthearted and that's I feel like that's more comedic than Nagatoro-san.
What about the most important anime of the season? The second season of the what's that Diablo anime where he's a demon lord in a MMO and then he dies or gets transported into another world. It's called something
Uh
like Isekai Mao Toshokan.
yeah, something like that.
Yes.
I know what you're talking. I just don't know the title. Was it?
Yeah, it's the
I
main
haven't
character's
watched
name
it.
is Diablo. That's like the only anime with that. Aside from
Yeah.
that other character that's named after a Ferrari that also has a spin-off this season, the slime spin-off. It's more this one's more of the same.
I
If you
mean,
like the original one with
yeah.
the Diablo, then you'll enjoy this.
I mean, the only reason we're talking about it, technically, like, if the Hololive like Pekora didn't have like the cameo in like the
Oh,
first episode,
so
we
important.
wouldn't be talking about this because it's like it's there to watch. If you want to watch it, watch it. If not,
Dude,
then
watching Pekko's reaction to it was the best. Like, that's not me. That's a cousin or something like that. What was it that she said?
I don't remember, but it was super funny.
Yeah. And it
Okay,
was
so
funny because the voice actor was doing the Peko Peko thing, and then it wasn't even Pekora doing the Peko thing. It was just she was in the background, all depressed and malnourished and stuff like that, super poor, all dusty.
it was like the most like random like cameos, just like there. It was like
That's
there
the
and gone.
only reason I'm gonna keep on watching the show. If they put in another cameo like that, I doubt it, but who knows?
Yeah, well, like I bet you like the artist who put it in was like, yeah, no one's gonna notice. I'm just
They're
gonna put
gonna
it in there.
notice, dude. It was prominently featured.
I know. Okay, so regarding like filler animes, what did you think of Slime? 300 years. Like I've killed slimes over 300 years. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like a filler to me at all. I'm really enjoying it. It feels like one of the better shows of the season. Even
I
if it's just an
have
isekai, it's been
dropped it. I
what?
have dropped it. Yeah, it's
The
like the
one with
first
the
episode,
witch?
the one where she kills slime for 300 years, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I dropped it.
it's fun, dude. It feels like an
Look,
adventure.
okay. We have like so many animes, like good like slice of life anime this
This is
season.
good though. This is like a isekai slice of life.
This is not Isekai Slice of Life. It started out as Isekai Slice of Life, then it just became
Yeah, now she has like some slime kids in the second episode,
yeah. It's
and
basically
she has
just
a
a filler.
dragon
It's just
maid. It's fun,
yeah.
man.
It's I get it. I get it. It's fun, but I've dropped it just because it's
What would you rate it? Like just from the first episode so far?
oh like first okay from the first episode I give it a good rating because I thought it had a good story like if just from the first episode alone I'm like maybe it's a 7.5 but now that it's gotten through like oh yeah whatever more more waifus more stuff like that
You gotta
like
collect them, dude. That's what drives us
eh,
to play gacha games.
it's like a 6 or a 5 for me right now it's not
You
worth
wounded
watching
me. Ugh, I feel
it's
betrayed. It's a definite 7.6 for me so far.
it's a watch or not it's a filler anime it's not
I'm enjoying it immensely.
yeah
Not as
I
much as the orb one, Fumetsu, whatever. But
That's not a filler anime. That's a
nah,
legit
it's not.
anime.
Is that's This is super legit. But this is, you know, same season. I'm gonna keep on watching it. I'm gonna keep on watching pretty much all the trash anime.
There's a lot of trash. Well, there's actually not that many. There's a couple, but okay. So let's go. Let's keep going off the isekai train because the anime the one anime you're talking about Seijo no Mariko wa Bando des the one where these two girls get summoned and then it actually and usually when they summon like a hero or whatever usually they only get one well now they got two but it follows the girl that kind of doesn't want to be the hero and she instead wants to be like an alchemist or
How did they choose the one girl over the other?
maybe she was summoned first they don't
Maybe they kind of just. looked at the other girl as an afterthought.
I get. Also, why is it a girl? It's so random, isn't it?
They're both
Why is it?
saints. I guess like holy maiden type of thing.
I guess.
You know what? I'm just gonna chalk it up to these people not knowing that you can put herbs on your chicken to make it taste good. So they're probably not smart enough to realize that they both could be saints.
I mean, I've only watched the first episode. I'm definitely gonna keep watching it because it is
Oh,
something down
that's
my wheelhouse.
definitely a thing, dude.
It's
They don't spice their chicken correctly. Like, oh my god, this tastes so good. Like,
I
dude,
mean
you just put basil on top of it.
that's like basic. Like that's
It
like
is. It is.
okay. Okay. Going on to the other uh isekai.
Hmm.
What is it? Full dive RPG. What do you think about that one?
Ooh, best isekai of this. Oh, not best. I would give that
Mm,
to the one we just talked about. This one's the second best though. It's stupid and it's funny and I like it. I'm gonna keep on watching it. It's
it
definite
is.
B plus for me.
It's pretty good. I'm like 50-50 on dropping it because
Why?
uh
How many eps are you in?
I'm in 3 eps right now. It's
How many are
I'm
out?
only
Was it
fifty
like
fifty
four?
on I'm only 50-50 on dropping because it I don't know, it's pretty good. I now I still like keep in mind like you, there's like 8 other animes on my
I
list that I'm
know.
watching, and that's not including the second seasons of all these other animes like Zombieland or what's the other book like My Hero like there's a lot of anime, dude.
Yeah, there
Like
is.
this season is packed like chock packed full of anime. It's ridiculous.
Too much filling in the onigiri, eh?
I mean, you know what? If someone asked me like if they should watch this isekai, it's definitely yes because it's out of the normal. It's something different, and
Yeah,
I
the way that it's not an isekai, I guess. It's just, uh he gets bullied into giving away some money to some kids that always hit him up for dash, and
yeah.
then goes to buy this game and he obviously doesn't have enough more money, so the shopkeep gives him this old game. It's like harder than WoW Classic game.
No. He went to so the first shop he went to, he was like, oh crap, I don't have enough money because he accidentally gave too much money away to those like to the
Bullies or
thugs or
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he's like, oh well, crap. What am I gonna do now? So he instead goes to a different shop, and the shopkeeper, sexy woman, of course,
Oh,
uh,
super.
yeah, and he's like, do you have this one game in stock? She's like, yeah, we do, but you gotta try this other game first.
No,
And
didn't she like lie to him and say she had the game on sale and then bait and switch him into getting the old one?
like she hustles him,
Yeah,
like
and then she like yeah,
immediately after the money comes up, she like takes the money and like instantly puts it in the cash register.
no returns, no
And yeah,
refunds.
and he's like, this isn't the game. And she's like, she points at the piece of paper, no returns.
It's
All sales
better
final.
than the game. Go home, play it. Little does this guy know. Full
Yeah,
immersion RPG.
yeah, fully merged. I like that it's like it somewhat traps him in the game, but not like to like the
Not
only
like
reason it traps
Kirito.
him. Yeah, not like where you're like fully in the game all the time. It's just that you have to finish events or whatever
Right.
before you're allowed to log out. And I like that aspect, like where you're able to log out. So we kind of see him in the real world and in the game world, kind of going back and forth. So that's the one thing I like about Isekai. Like you don't see that very often.
No.
Like I guess it's not an Isekai. It's just a RPG anime or whatever. Um, but that's like how often you never see that where they actually get to jump back and forth between the real world and the game world.
Yeah.
Besides, actually, what's that one anime from like a couple of years ago where it's like the fat piggy kid, whatever. You
Oh,
know,
Excel World?
Excel World. I guess that's like the only other one I can really think about, right?
I don't even remember how that show was. I remember he had like a silver knight costume that got upgraded. There's a black butterfly girl that he was interested in, but they
Yeah.
never really revisited that show. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm never gonna
Did,
read this source material because that was filler anime.
didn't it get like 2 seasons though?
Yeah, but it still needed more because they were building up this long list of bad guys for him to go after. It felt like they never did, to my recollection.
Okay, so just a quick aside. it's it's technically not a season two, but it's still like. What did you think of the new season of Slime Diaries?
That spinoff, I dropped it. I don't care for it.
Okay, so you're gonna watch all these other isekai, but you're gonna drop Slime.
Yeah,
Why?
because it's not
Why?
because it's just filler. And it's made. You said it was made by a different studio, right? I was like, why does this look different? Why does Rimuru look a little bit tinier than
Well,
normal?
yeah, it's different because it's not part of the main line. But I'm enjoying it so far. I actually like it.
Does anything important happen, or is it just
No, it's a
chilling
filler. You were
farming?
right. It is a filler, but
Okay, yeah, I'm not. I'm probably not gonna watch it. I'll probably go back to it like once slime is finished. Like, man, I'm depressed. There's no more slime ever again. Oh wait, there's this filler that I can see Rimuru doing, fun Farmville things.
Rimuru doing Rimuru things.
Yeah, making mangas out of his butt and going to teach school kids how to fight.
All right. Okay. So I guess let's transition to probably the besides Fumetsu no Anata, the other good anime or highest rated anime for this season is Vivi Fluorite Ice Song, which is such a weird title for an anime.
Just call it what it
Um,
is, Japanese Terminator.
no,
John Connor
it's
Kun.
it's basically Detroit becomes human, the anime.
The truck becomes human.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I mean, she's a robot.
She's a robot. And
And
she's like getting feelings, right? Or and then she's kind of like if this was a video game, and basically you put this into like a video game world, and you tell them like, okay, here's your decision. You either A, you save this person, or you do nothing. That's basically the anime.
well, it's also her gaining, I wouldn't say sentience, but like becoming a more complicated being than just an android, right?
Right.
And
Um.
the reason why they picked her to become the Terminator was because in the future, her robot body is like the only one that's really left in a good solid piece. The other ones have degraded or there's too much damage to them.
What I thought the reason why they chose her is because she is the original android, the very first.
Oh, that too, but she was in a museum, like
Right.
not being used at all. Everything
I
else
think
was
it's
like fighting
I think
Skynet.
the reason why they chose her is because her body's still in that perfect intact state.
Yeah, that's why.
They're able to send like information back in time. I don't know how that
It
works,
doesn't
but
make sense to me. Like,
it
couldn't you just
doesn't.
choose any old robot? Maybe it's just because they made hers extra good. But typically for first generations, they're like worse off. Maybe she's
Yeah.
has a defect that makes her a desired defective robot. Whatever. It's a
Yeah.
super good anime, very pretty, and
Uh,
come with me if you want to live John Connor Senpai or Paisen.
would you recommend this anime?
Of course, man. Come on.
Of course. See, there's a lot of good recommendations for anime this season. Okay, let's go to the one about the high school girl and the salary man, and
Which one?
let's. It's so crazy that there's two of them this season.
Yeah, I was mixing them up earlier too. I was like, is which one was the one with the girl with the umbrella under the tree? And I was combining both of the art covers for the shows.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about the romantic one first. The one
Which
with
one?
the one where the guy is in love with the girl.
Oh, right.
Koi. What was the title for it?
It's under the OVA section in any chart.
I don't
Uh,
know why it's an OVA. It's a standalone anime.
it's gonna have
So
12 eps. Koi
yeah, it's gonna.
Toyobi ni wa Kimochi Warui.
Yeah, I don't know why it's an OVA because it's a standalone anime. So it's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Did it air this week? Or are they like having an irregular release schedule for it?
Um.
I don't
Yeah.
recall watching it.
Uh. Uh. I think so. I mean, I don't know why it's an OVA. Uh,
It's by
Why is
Nomad.
Goku Shokudo an OVA?
Five
It,
episodes.
I have no idea.
It was
I don't really don't know.
straight to DVD, Netflix.
I really like it though. It's a good anime. It's not if I would tell you if someone asked me like if I would recommend this, I was like, yeah,
It's
maybe
pretty
if
good.
you have nothing else to watch. It's good, but
Solid 6 0.5 so far.
Yeah, I'm about that too. Like it's not like
If you
there's
have
the other one
space
that's
for
better.
fillers, definitely watch it. But if you have to decide between one or the other, I'd say watch both.
Like there's no time in this season for me to recommend this anime. That's what I have to say about it.
There's
There's
time
no
for me to
time.
recommend it for sure. I'm still gonna watch both. I enjoy both of them.
It's good, but I
You
feel
know,
like I
once
might
in a
drop it.
blue moon am I, into watching slice of life anime, and I'm like gonna watch all of them. Well, slice of life romance comedy, watch all of them till I'm sick of it. Then only watch shonen and isekai for the rest of my life.
All right, let's talk about the other one. Hige wo soru soshite Joshikose
Yes, you're
wo hiro.
struggling with that word too. Joshikose wo hiro, and I believe Joshikose is just high school girl. Forget.
Oh, yeah. So it's basically about a salary man. He's coming home from work and he finds a girl like sitting under like a street lamp out in the
Yeah,
like out in the middle of nowhere, kind of like under a
basically,
street.
drunk man adopts cat. That's the story, except the cat's a girl.
Yeah, basically. And then I mean, you're cutting out on the good part. She's like, uh, what's that one word where like when you're getting kidnapped and you kind of fall in love with the kidnapper. I forgot.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, it's like she kind of has like Stockholm syndrome where she's ran away so much and she's been with so many other guys that she's like, okay, well the like for me to be useful they probably want to have sex, you know. So
Right.
she's always offering up her body, and so when the guy like puts her up for the night or whatever, she's like, do you want to have sex with me? And he's like, no, I'm not into high school girls, I like my older women.
Yeah, the
um
boing boings.
yeah, and it's basically it's an anime about like a about a guy who's teaching this girl that like not everyone's like that, not everyone's like a douche where they want,
Well, I
all they
mean,
want is
he's
sex.
inadvertently teaching her because he wakes up after adopting her essentially, and he's like, "Oh fuck, who are you?" It's like,
Right.
"Did we do anything?" He's like, "Oh, thank God." I was like, "What are you doing here?" You told me to come.
Plus one to my drunk self. Yes,
Yeah,
good
plus
job.
one. Good job. And did you see episode 3?
I did
Super
see episode
Yape,
3.
the opening. Man, I feel like this character is gonna have some, she's gonna need some of that good old therapy later on in a few more episodes because
I don't think
she's.
so because he's showing her like that not everyone's bad.
Yeah, but wasn't that like a nightmare for her?
I don't think it was a nightmare. I think it was just a
She had the
flashback.
dead fish eyes. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but it was a flashback to
some
what
slight
her life previously
PTSD.
was, right?
True.
Yeah,
And
I don't think it was um
he's setting
a
her on the straight and narrow. That's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
important.
And not straight and narrow, but he's basically showing her that not everyone's bad. I liked it in the third episode where she's like trying to get him to have sex with her, and then he's like, nah, like I'm not like that, you know. And then he's like, why don't you put some clothes on? And then because she's in her underwear, and then she gets embarrassed. I'm like, did you legit just get embarrassed? Like you try to get him to have sex with you, and then you're embarrassed once he tells you to put clothes
Well,
on
she got
because you're in your.
declined, man. She got declined, and she was all for it.
I actually recommend this anime.
This
This
is
is
like
like
the exact opposite because the salary man like gets declined, and then he's like, "Oh, I want what I can't have." And then the schoolgirl gets declined. She's like, "I want it, give me."
I think the reason why this anime is so good is because yeah we have this schoolgirl aspect, but we also have those other two female co-workers that
Oh yeah,
it spices up the anime even more. It's so good. I think that
spicier nacho. Oh man, which one of the two office girls do you want the main character to end up with?
oh my
The
god
manager or the kohai?
I'm I'm probably leaning towards the Kohai,
I'm
but
leaning towards the manager.
I feel like the manager is like leading him on, right?
You didn't see the latest episode where she told them she's never had a boyfriend, have you?
What was that? Episode 4?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that. I think I'm still on
Oh
episode 3.
no, did I just spoil?
I mean,
Uh
I think I was expecting that because I kind of knew that she was pretending to be dating somebody. and that she has feelings, but I don't know why she didn't say that she wants to date him when he first confessed in the first episode.
I don't know.
I
People
I
aren't
feel
black and white. It's all gray.
like she's the type of
I
person that's
thought she was
like
gonna turn out like, yeah, I got a boyfriend, but what's up?
that's how like the anime started, was she's like, I have a boyfriend, and then it goes into like the anime. But I think she's like the type of person that is like, I won't let anyone else have it. If if I have it, it's fine, but if someone else wants it, then I want it.
Oh, that's totally what's going on.
Yeah.
She's got jealous
And
over the younger coworker, and she's like,
that
I'm not letting this go.
yeah, that's why I like the Kohai better, because she's not playing, she's not dragging him on.
For
Like,
sure. I wonder what's
she knows.
gonna be the reason why she ran away.
Well, yeah,
The
we'll probably
schoolgirl.
see that, and I like that the cast is very small. It's only a
Oh, I
handful of
think
cast.
you see like a glimpse of it in episode 4, I believe.
Yeah.
But it's just a
Uh,
hint, a little salt on top of your
little extra
spaghetti.
information, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
like, what's
definitely
this
definitely watch
picture?
this.
It's a
Yeah.
teaser to the
Um.
drama.
Okay. Next anime on our list. Let's see here. Odd Taxi.
Oh
I'm just
boy,
gonna say, watch this anime.
watch it.
Watch it. If Super Cub wasn't my favorite anime this season, Odd Taxi would have been. It's
That's a fair statement to say. I'd say the same thing.
Yeah. It's because um these I think they did a good job of like these animal people, because
The freeze.
the reason why I think it's so good is because the
Kemonuma.
animals, like, it they're memorable. They're memorable characters. I've remembered all the characters because they're in animal form and they're all different. And their facial expressions are so good. Like, dude, that pickup line, oh my god, that was
What
amazing,
pickup
wasn't it?
line?
So the lamb girl is basically talking to the driver, and she asked him like, who, like, do you have like someone you love? And the guy's like, I don't know, not really. And
Oh
then
yes.
he asked the lamb girl like, do you have someone you love? And she's like, yeah, kinda. Like, I have a
Oh
picture of
my
him.
god.
Do you want to
Yeah.
see? And he's like, okay, sure. So she hands him her phone, and he looks at it, and she basically just has the camera open, like the front camera, and he just sees himself in the phone. I'm like, oh my god, what a great pickup line! That was amazing.
That was such top tier move. I remember when I was like, "Oh my god!" I can't believe I forgot. You're talking about that at the being the pickup line. Yeah, that was amazing. That was such a Chad move.
Like,
Chad
all I
Lamb.
could think in my head was that GIF. Like, that's a pro gamer move.
Exactly. Yeah, she's such a Chad. And she like
Oh my
it
god.
does what does she like capoeira?
Yeah, she's like, she does like a capoeira just randomly. She's like dancing back and
That
forth, and
part
the
on our
guy's like,
way, man.
she's like, okay, stop, you're freaking me out.
And it was funny seeing her doing it with the dress because she couldn't do the full range. She was just kind of short.
Oh, you know what I thought also was funny was like the double dialogue. I think it was in episode 3 with the
Hmm.
monkey, the monkey guy talking to the I think it was like the walrus or some other guy, and he was talking to him about the taxi cab driver, and it's basically the guy was talking to someone on the phone the whole time.
Oh, right, the Yakuza dude at the
Yeah,
sauna.
yeah. So he thought he was all crazy or whatever. And then like halfway through the episode, you got the other side of them talking, and I was like, well, wait, that was weird.
It feels like a Collateral almost. You remember that movie with Jamie Foxx and I forget who the guy was. He was wearing gray hair, but
I think so. It's been a long
the one
time
about
since
the
I've seen
taxi
that.
driver that gets he gets held up into being the driver for a criminal and stuff happens at the end. Watch that movie, by the way, very good.
Oh yeah, it's definitely really good. Okay. Damn, man, there's so
And by
many
the way,
anime this
did
season.
you see
Jesus.
that episode with the gacha yet? The latest one?
No, I haven't. I'm still on episode
Oh,
3. I'm telling you, there's so many anime this
yeah,
season.
dude.
It's
Odd
crazy.
Taxi, I think, strong front runner for number one for me. With but
Yeah, like,
Fumetsu
if
no
it wasn't,
Anatai. If it wasn't for
like,
that,
isn't it crazy that there's like
so much foie
multiple like
gras, so
yeah,
much
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many
caviar.
good animes this season that I'm like, it's blown me away. Okay, next anime we're talking about, Mashiro no Oto.
Which one was that about?
It is the anime about the guy with the Sami-shen.
Oh, saw the first episode of that. I finished. It's like I need to watch more.
It blew me away. It's
By the
we were
way,
like,
by the way, did you feel like you wanted to learn this shamisen after? I was like, well, I need to buy one from
I
Walmart.
I
Give,
kind of
give me a
do.
shamisen. Just like the cup anime is like, I need to do pottery.
Wait,
Or
did you
the
say? Did you say I want to buy shamisen at Walmart?
yeah, they don't have that. That was a shitty banjo at best.
I'm gonna go to my local Walmart and pick up a Japanese instrument no one knows about.
Or one of those little toy pianos that are actually pretty decent.
so random. My local Walmart's gonna have a shamisen.
That's the exact feeling thought I had when I saw the final credits of that show. I was like, oh, whoa. But still not as good as Fumetsu, no.
I wonder how many I wonder how much a shamisen even costs.
A lot, I'm sure. Like a legit one.
Like probably several $1,000s, right? Maybe around four. Like I know a good violin.
You can buy a good guitar for like 300. So I mean, I'm sure you can get something for 450. I bet.
Maybe, but I don't know. We're talking about like an ancient Japanese instrument. So I don't know a lickety split about musical instruments. So I'm guessing like a good one
like with any
instruments. Yeah, they range from like.
It's looking like the crappier ones are like 180 plus.
Yeah, like a bargain bin one.
Yeah,
like pretty much one you just buy because you need one to because you're going to school or whatever.
Starter guitar prices at Walmart, you get one for like $80 in its child size.
Like you're basically paying for what you get for. I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. I watched the first episode.
That blew my socks off, dude. The whole setting, the first minute, I was like, whoa. The second minute, I was like, yeah. And then, like, by the 23 minutes, like, oh my god.
Okay, so if Super Cub was my favorite, and Odd Taxi was into this season, and Fumetsu no whatever was into this season, then Mashiro no Oto would probably be one of my
This is ridiculous. They'll even have to say that. Usually there's only one or two.
Right, like it's surprising if there's even one, like
there's definitely been seasons with trash, like nothing but trash.
And look, and I'm telling you, that's why I have so little time, because there's so many anime this season. It's
You're
crazy.
Banking it for bad seasons. That's how you can look at it. Bank it for seasons when there's nothing good, because boy, I tell you, it's gonna come up. Maybe fall this year.
Yeah, it's been so crazy. Would for me, I'd give this like 5, like all the other ones we've talked about so far. Like
5 dongos out of 5 dongos.
5 dongos.
Have you seen The World Ends With You anime?
I haven't. Would you recommend it?
I'm gonna watch it just because growing up, everybody recommended the game, and I never felt like playing it because it looked like Kingdom Hearts. So I was like, might as well watch it now.
What was the original? What was the?
It was called The World Ends With You on the Nintendo DS.
What platform was it originally on?
DS.
Oh, I never had a DS. I guess that's why I never played it.
Oh, missing out. That's right.
I thought it was on
Pokemon
GameCube.
Platinum or anything like that.
Was it on GameCube?
Not at all.
No port? Okay.
No port.
Maybe I just remember a different game. Okay.
It's on Google Play, actually.
Oh, is it on Google Play?
Looks like it, yeah.
If it has Google Play, I'll give it a try. I'll buy it and I'll give it a try.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, next anime. God, so many animes this season.
It's on Switch too, apparently.
It's on what?
Switch. Which you don't have.
I'll buy a Switch when...
Buys $200 Mike. Doesn't buy a Switch.
I know. I'll when I feel like buying YouTube Premium is when I'll consider buying a Switch.
Might as well wait at this point. But anyways,
I mean the only reason I'm waiting to buy Switch is because there's eventually going to announce a Switch 2, like with the upgrade.
It's gonna come soon, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Switch Pro. It's right around the corner. When Shin Megami Tensei games come out, that's like the very 5th to last game for the system, and then it's on to the next version. That's always how it is for Shin Megami Tensei games.
Yeah, I know.
And I thought it was gonna be different, but they announced the game like 4 years ago, and it still hasn't come out. So whatever.
it's I don't know. I'll watch it with, or I'll get one when the day comes.
What about
It's
what's that?
uh no. What were you about to say?
Have you seen any of the sports anime, like the Kabaddi one?
No, surprisingly not. I
It's
should
different.
though.
It's based on, I think they played in India or something like that. I'm not very familiar with the sports. I've never really watched a sport before. It's about a
There's a couple
soccer
this season, right?
player, huh?
There's a couple of sports anime this season, right?
Yeah, but this is completely different from everything else. Honestly,
Oh,
I would say, because like not many people watch. It's like if they made an anime about highlight, you're gonna be like, "What the hell's highlight?"
is
And yeah, I bet you don't even know what that is. It's some, very obscure
it
sport.
is it like when you're saying it? I was like, is that some random Japanese word that I'm
No, it's not.
supposed? It's
I only
Indian.
know it because they advertise it in my state, and back like 30 years ago, probably it was very big in the
That's so
state
random.
and with Cubans. Uh, and there's actually a thing with uh, they got cracked down because they got involved with illegal betting, kind of like how they used to do with the greyhounds and the horse racings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's for some other podcast, beneath the tennis racket or something like that.
Beneath the hoop.
Beneath the hoop, starring Shaq and
I
Lane
mean,
Bryant.
would you
No,
recommend the anime?
I'm gonna watch more of it. The sport is intriguing. The characters are drawn very well, and it's gonna have some of that flavor that
The sports
Kuroko no
animes do.
Basket has. Yeah, or maybe the football one that we all love, A Shield 21. Uh, Not as good as Megalobox for me. That's my jam for sure. Ah, man, that might be my number two or number one. I can't decide because the drama in it is so good and real, and it's just such a good continuation to the original show.
Okay, so moving on to the, yeah, man, so many animes. I've never even reviewed
I
so many
know.
anime.
We haven't even talked
Sh-
about the Dragon one, Kramer, Seven Knights.
some of these I haven't seen yet. So let's talk about Shadow House real quick. Did you like Shadow House?
You definitely need to watch more than one episode of that. I
I feel
watched
like,
half episode two and then I had to go do errands, and I'm intrigued by it. I wasn't really into the Clover anime like Promise Neverland. I never watched it.
mm-hmm,
There's some weird thing going on. There's a mystery with those shadow people in the soot, and
mm-hmm.
and in episode two, one of the girls tries to get uh basically like soot monsters spawn and like tries to suffocate her and kill her, or maybe absorb her and become a shadow person. I don't know. It's very
It's
pretty
so
though.
it's such a it's a niche anime, right? It's such a
Very
niche anime.
mysterious. It's worth watching, I think, just because it's a slow burn and it's gonna be very good payoff. I would imagine. Hopefully, it's not like the Wonder Egg Priority where you only find out until episode 12 or something like that.
That you like it or not.
Yeah,
Would you recommend this one?
it's very intriguing. I'd watch it. The tags are fantasy and horror, so I definitely feel that horror element starting to creep up.
Okay, so my like for me, if this season wasn't so jam packed with crazy good anime, I'd probably recommend it in like a slow season. But for
Marathon it. That's what my rating is. Marathon it.
save
I'm gonna
save it
watch at
for
least
save it for a crappy season,
for sure.
maybe.
This is
Um,
I would love to marathon this. Like waiting weekly is gonna kill me.
I feel like this is a marathon anime because when I watched the first episode, it's like I don't know if I want to continue watching this because it only had the one episode, right?
No,
And I
there's
was like,
two out. No, there's
no.
three out
Like
so far.
when I first watched it, there was only one episode.
Oh, I only
Like only one
watched the
episode was
first
out.
episode like the other day, so I definitely
Uh,
waited till at least four were out because I like skimmed through. I was like, yeah, I should wait.
yeah, it's there. I think it's very niche. So, give the first episode a try if it's like an anime that
That's
intrigues you.
I think that one belongs in the three episode rule pile
You think so?
for sure. It's like the epitome of it.
I
The
feel like if it's not in your wheelhouse from the first like from the
There's too
first
much
episode.
you don't know going on. At episode
No,
2,
no,
it
no.
starts to open up.
That's the thing is like no, like minus the story and minus the plot and whatever.
Hmm.
Like because this is a very like do you like horror? If you don't like horror, if like do you like because this is a very niche anime. It's cutesy horror. It's it's like me. It's like trying to like recommend like Jinja Ito like works to somebody like that doesn't like horror.
Junji Ito is way more, horror, like
Grotesque
graphic,
horror.
grotesque horrors. This
Right,
is more like
but this is
horror
like more
mystery,
creepy. Yeah,
very
if you don't
creepy.
like creepy, yeah, if you don't like
Yeah, this is
creepy,
super
then you shouldn't
creepy.
watch it. Yeah,
I get like a good feeling from it though. Like I'm gonna continue watching it.
it's like those people that like enjoy watching horror for those jump scares. This doesn't have jump scares in it, but
Not
if
yet.
if you don't vibe with it like just a little bit from the first episode, then don't watch it. Just don't watch it. And, you know, you kind of have to be a little bit intrigued, but if it's not in your wheelhouse, don't watch it. That's all I have to say about that. Next anime, oh man, Mars Red.
Oof,
What do you think about it?
very good episode. I'm gonna spoil something on the first episode. I wish that the lady that was reciting all the that play was still
Mm-hmm.
alive. I'm very disappointed she died.
That was probably the worst first episode I've ever seen. Not because of animation, not because of character. It's because they
Right?
just kind of drop you in without any context, and I hate when they do that.
I don't mind it. What I hate the most is when they drop you at the end of the anime and then they rewind all the way to episode 1. And I've seen a couple of anime
uh,
do that. This one, like, you see the setting. Okay, vampires. It's a guy investigating vampires. I immediately got that. And now
yeah, I
it's like
got
a
that
team
too.
of people going after vampires. That's all you need to know. It's enjoyable. It feels like war, Seraph, just, feudal Japan and vampires instead of demons and angels.
Like, okay, I get the plot where it's a bunch of people trying to find vampires, but the thing that threw me off so much is because they had the the girl recite all these poem lines, and you had all these crazy dialogues going back and forth, and
Right.
they kind of threw me off so much. I was like,
It's
what?
Yeah, that first episode definitely feels different. It
It's
feels like a good
jarring, right?
setup though, because you think it's gonna be like a lot of, uh, you know, like a very theatrical feeling. Now it feels a little bit more shonen, a lot more shonen because they're fighting
Like,
a
does it
lot.
get better after the first episode?
It's a different show. It feels like after the first episode.
Oh, so
It's just a abrupt introduction to the world, and then they're investigating stuff. I don't even know how that lady was attracted to the colonel, Colonel Maeda, I believe his name was.
I think they were lovers.
I don't think so.
Um,
She just really likes him for some reason. I can't put my finger on him. I'm sure it's gonna be something that we find out uh later, maybe episode 7 or something like that.
I no, I immediately got it from the first episode
Are
that
they
they were
lovers?
lovers.
Or
Yeah, they were
doesn't he
lovers,
have
and
like
then
somebody else that he likes?
no, they were lovers.
It like
But
she's the
the thing is
girl
that
that
like
was, because they said he was like betrothed to somebody, like way
I
to
don't really
marry
know
them.
the. I've only seen the first episode, but just from what I got from the first episode, like the lady that died, she was a lover to the guy, but the thing is that he didn't want to show any emotions, and because at the end she dies, and he doesn't want her to die. Like she killed herself, by standing in the sun, and he's like, don't do that. Um, so the
It's
reason
kind
why
of
she killed
tragic if
herself.
you think about it, because now he's. I don't know if you want me to spoil this for you. Are you gonna keep on watching?
I'll probably like if you say it gets better after the first episode, then I'll probably watch it.
Do you want me to give you a little carrot of what happens?
Yeah, yeah. Like what
Okay,
happens?
so he gets promoted to colonel, and then he
Mm-hmm.
becomes the leader of a unit of vampires, and then they
Oh yeah,
fight vampires.
I got that from like the title
Yeah,
sequence.
yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
so basically their whole thing is that they just
yeah. She could have been
find
part of it,
vampires.
dude. It's bad timing.
Dude, you know what that is? That's basically Demon Slayer Vampire Edition.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, what other animes? All right. Okay, I think we
We
what other anime did we
the
not
dude with
talk
the
about?
shifty eyes with the little robot girl, Sentoin Hagen Shimasu. That's on the filler one. It's the one where he gets bad guy points for being a bad guy.
I don't think I've seen that one.
He has like a generic black, clothes. They send him from Tokyo to another world to
Oh,
take over.
I see the one you're talking about. I haven't seen it. Is it
It's
good? Is it worth watching?
6 out of 10.
So
No,
that's
I
like a
you
maybe.
could skip it. You could skip it. I'm gonna keep on watching it just because I'm into that type of trash. But you know,
It's a
he's
filler,
yeah, it
dude.
is.
You're like watching all the filler trash.
I know it's so good. It's like
Dude, how many animes are you watching this season? Like 15,
yeah, dude, a
16?
lot. Let me tell you, a
So
lot.
many.
I watch like 2 episodes before work, and then when I get it, I watch the rest when I can.
So many. So many episodes. Oh, okay. What about Osana Jimi ga Zetai ni Makenai Love Comes? It's basically about the guy who used to be an actor and then he falls in love with like an actor
Well,
in
I
school or
didn't
whatever.
know that until the very end. They don't tell you that until the very last
Yeah, yeah.
minute.
But it's like a minor detail, whatever.
Yeah,
Did you like it?
definitely gonna keep on watching it. Doesn't feel like a filler at all.
Yeah,
Mainline.
it's really good. It's it's one of those animes where I'm like, oh, another school setting, but it feels like like an anime I've watched before. Like it has that
Definitely.
same type of trope feel. In regards to like plot and story, but it's enjoyable. I like it. I'm gonna keep watching it.
Yeah, so far 7 out of 10 for me on that one. I don't want to say more since I've only seen one episode on it, lol. But
You
that
want me to
first
spoil it for you,
episode,
basically?
no, don't spoil it. That's how much I like it. I don't want you to spoil anything for it.
You're basically gonna skip it up, huh?
What's that?
Like you're basically gonna skip it up before I told you to watch it. Like definitely watch it.
Oh,
Because
100%. I was gonna skip the Shamisen one until I saw the first minute. I was like, what?
if it
That's literally
was
what I said.
okay. So you know that feeling you get at the end of the Shamisen anime, right?
Right.
It's kind of like that for Super Cub, but more relatable. It's such a relatable. I've
Hey,
got to rave
dude,
about Super Cub for like the next like
I got
10 years. That's
I
how
got
good
a
it is.
burgeoning Shamisen career. I just gotta go to Walmart and pick up my get
But
Japanese guitar, and then I'll be set, and I'll relate to this super hard, like you're relating to Super Cub.
you're you're gonna go to like a Shamisen competition, and then
Break
and
all the
then
strings and get
then
kicked out
like
immediately.
right when you walk, it's like I would like to sign up. And then you walk up on stage, it's like, dude, that's not a shamisen. You're learning the banjo the whole time.
No, but I put anime stickers on it. It makes it Japanese. You like
You're using
you
like
like
the
the
pink,
aois? The aois? You don't like my rendition of the aois, the blues in
the
Japanese?
blue, like just crappy just crappy
Three blind
covers of
mice.
like dream. What was it? Chopsticks on the banjo.
I don't remember. Chop Suey from for System of a Down.
Chop suey. You know what's oddly funny is probably there's probably been someone who's played chop suey on a banjo.
I'm
I bet.
sure
I
there's been
bet.
somebody that's played any song on like maybe the sitar Chop Suey. I'm sure that somebody on YouTube's done it for sure. If it's a song, they've done it.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if what's that one band uh who's the one that sings Breaking the Habit and Numb,
I don't
like
remember.
they used to be like in all the AMVs.
Evanescence. I don't know.
Let me look at them up.
Pod.
Linkin Park.
Linkin Park. All
uh
right.
I'm surprised if Linkin Park hasn't been played on like literally every single instrument.
For sure. They even got like little Nendroids with them, don't they?
Do they? I didn't know
Yeah, they
that.
do. They're
That- that's quite funny.
like in Japan.
All right, let's do a full wrap up of like animes we'd recommend.
We
Uh,
still skipped a lot, like Tokyo Revengers we haven't talked
I
about.
know. Look, we talked about all the good ones.
Zombieland
Unless
Saga.
it's,
Tokyo Revengers, I don't know what the hell's going on with that show. I'm gonna keep on watching it.
I
Bishonen
mean,
Taiden. It just going from the art, I want to skip it. It's a comedy mystery by Shaft. Who
I mean,
knows?
we talked about all the new animes. Actually, did you watch the dancing
Daisenon?
anime
No, I didn't.
Bakuten?
Bakuten.
No, I haven't
It
either.
has a good
I'll probably
title.
watch it.
That's the only reason I'd watch it.
I'll give it one episode just to
Oh,
see how it is.
Dynazenon. Did you watch that one?
No, the robot one.
Yeah. One
No.
thing more than anything that I love is that when they're fighting a robot, there's a background song playing, right? Whenever
Mm-hmm.
you see a robot in like Power Rangers or something, background music.
Dun,
In
dun,
this
dun,
show,
dun.
when they cut to the people inside of the robot, they can hear the music inside of the robot.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
They're hearing it. So the robot's playing music when they're fighting.
So random.
Nobody said anything about it so far. I'm 2 episodes in.
Um, this is kind of like a spin off to Gridman, right?
I didn't finish Gridman. I dropped it. I know the
I
thighs was a meme, but I was like, yeah, this looks stupid.
I feel like you're gonna drop this one too.
I
Like
mean, it's more
you
like
look,
Power Rangers, but
you're raving up all these like filler animes, but I feel like you're gonna drop them after like
I'm
episode
sure.
6 or something.
Did you
Yeah.
see Cestus, the Roman fighter?
Like look from our last season, all the animes I called that I was gonna drop because I didn't like it, you ended up dropping most of them too. Because I was like because I had that feeling that they weren't gonna be good after a certain episode, and I usually my gut feeling is right about animes I'm gonna drop. That's the thing.
Well, you know yourself, right?
Yeah.
We haven't even mentioned the one about the dragon looking for a home. Must
Oh,
watch.
Dragon Ea Will Cow, that one?
Yeah, it's a must watch.
Is it? I haven't seen it. Do you
8 out of
recommend it?
10. For sure. Easy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's why I was guessing like that one was gonna be your favorite. I didn't watch Super Cup just because I didn't feel like watching moe girls doing bicycle things.
It's definitely not Moe girls doing bicycle thing. It's
I judged the book by its cover. That's what happened
yeah, you
with the
judged the book and then
majority of the
you
anime that I
missed
haven't
out.
seen this season.
You missed out. You know what? It's gonna be a great thing to talk about once you actually like once we come back and revisit like at the 2/3 mark, and you're gonna and we talk about it because I'm gonna I'm gonna keep talking about Super Cuz for years and years to come. It's that's how good I
You
feel
need to
like
buy
it
all the
is
anime
because
figures that come out. Show your support for Super Cub. Let's get
you
Super Cub Arcade Collector's Edition.
like
Ultra
the
4.
after I watched Super Cup, I was like, I kind of want a Super Cup myself.
Are you gonna buy one?
I would love to have one,
Wear
but
your helmet, dude.
since we live in the States, I feel like it's gonna be a useless. Like I feel like it's
Yeah, it
really
is.
use.
It's useless, especially you live out in a place where you need a big boy car to go long distance.
I mean, that's pretty much everywhere. Like even if you live in the city where everything's close by, right?
You need a car.
Yeah, you still need a car because you can't drive a Super Cup on a highway. I
Dude,
mean, you
I've
technically
seen a
could,
dude
but
on a Vespa on the highway before, and it was ridiculous. He looked like
I
he was just chilling. He
exactly.
wasn't phased by anything. That's the face of a person that's not afraid of death. Literally.
I'm like those people that, like drive on the highway with their what is it those wheelchairs, those electric wheelchairs. Like the most
That's
American like
hilarious.
image.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Final wrap up of animes we recommend. It's Fume no Anatae. And then let's see what else.
Odd Taxi.
Odd
Yeah,
Taxi.
the one that we
Super
have
Cub definitely.
the one that we have
Uh,
issues pronouncing. Hige wo soru soshite Joshikose
yep.
wo hiro.
Watch
Shaman
that
King season, not season 2. It's like a remake.
remake.
Zombieland Saga.
Do you
Watch
actually
it.
recommend that? I haven't
I'm
watched it, so I don't
watching
know.
it because I dropped it when I was a kid. Because
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh was on at the same time, so now I'm going back and
one
reliving
or the
that.
other, right?
Yeah, if Yu-Gi-Oh was on
um,
the season though, yeah,
86. I'd recommend watching this
I'm
season.
half on that one. I'm gonna keep on watching it, but I don't
You're
care.
half on 86, but you're all in on these like filler animes,
Yes,
really?
yep. It's because
Mashiro
the
no Oto
harder
is
it is to
definitely
pronounce the title, the more I want to watch it. That's what it is.
Mashiro no Oto, definitely watch that one, the one about the shamisen.
Eden Zero,
Um,
watch.
yeah. Osana Jimi Gazettai, watch that one.
Watch Megalobox season 2. If you haven't watched season 1,
Of
watch
course, like you're
season 1.
raving about it.
Yeah,
You're raving
fucking
about it,
watch it.
so
Get on that shit.
Nagatoro, it's a 50-50. You definitely recommend it. I'm 50-50 on it. What else? What else? Seijo no Mariyoku, the one where the girl becomes an alchemist. I recommend it. I
Totally,
recommend that
totally
watch.
go watch it right now. Stop what you're
Mars
doing. Don't go to
Red.
church. Mars Red, totally watch it.
uh, 50/50. I'll probably watch more, and then I'll change my mind halfway through. Just from the first episode, I'm 50/50 on it. Any other ones I missed that they should
Dragon
definitely
Ie
watch?
Wokao, and I haven't seen Blue Reflection Ray yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be interesting to watch. Just
Yeah.
judging by the cover art, Cestus the Roman Fighter, 5 out of
I'm
10.
Irumakun, but that's the second season, so if you like it, you like it. Watch it, watch it. I Song, that was pretty good. Watch it if you need to watch it. That's I think we pretty much man, that's a lot of animes to recommend this season, isn't it?
I know.
It's so much. That's why I'm telling you, like, how are you
Spoiled,
gonna
man. We're
fit?
spoiled.
How are you gonna fit all these like filler animes in your daily week because there's so
Well,
many
you
to
put
watch? It's
rice with your
crazy.
meat, right?
Would you say?
You put rice with your meat. That's filler.
I mean, rice is a staple dish in all.
Uh, this is a filler for me.
It's like do you want meat on your meat on your meat on your meat?
It's like the French fries to the burger for me.
That's not a filler. French fries like goes with burgers. It makes
It's
sense,
filler
right?
for me. I skip it.
How you skip French fries? How you gonna skip French fries? Get out of here.
They're okay. I don't care. I'd rather get more meat. Yasuke, when's that coming out?
What is that?
The one about the black samurai in Japan? Well, he's not black. I believe he was African.
So
It
basically,
was based off of a real person.
it's basically Afro Samurai,
Yeah, but real. It's gonna be
but
on
real.
Netflix. It's probably gonna get released at the end of the season. Release date April 29th, 2020. I
I haven't heard about it, but when it comes out, I'll probably give it a watch.
Yeah, it was funny because there were some people saying it was culture appropriation or something like that, and they didn't
Hey,
realize
get
it
out of here!
was
I'm so
real.
tired of this cultural appropriation bullshit.
Yeah, this dude was actually real. Like he's a historical figure. Yasuke. Fucking Google it
Yeah,
on Wikipedia.
yeah. I'm so tired. Like you know what's cultural appropriation? That Mulan movie. That was cultural appropriation. That was the worst movie I've ever
Hey,
seen.
but your boy from Magic the Gathering was in it. That's enough reason to watch it.
I know.
I
I was
haven't
like,
seen it yet, just because I don't really watch Disney
don't
movies
watch it.
anymore.
Like I've already tell you straight up, don't watch it.
I
It's
haven't seen Aladdin with Will Smith, even though I want to watch it, just because,
Will Smith.
yeah.
Like it's as bad
Ah.
as the Monster Hunter movie. Don't watch it. God, it was bad.
Watch the
All
Mortal
right. Before
Kombat
we
one,
go
though.
to like crazy
Yeah,
spoilers
we are.
about non-anime stuff, anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm done. I'm stuffed.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.